to my YouTube channel. I am Crystal, and if you can't already tell, today's video is an extra special one, and this is because I will be unboxing and giving you guys my first impressions of the Xtra Muse vlogging camera. Now this will of course include an overview and also the pros and cons of this camera. I must admit I have been super excited for this one, and before I go any further, let me just give a quick shout out to my husband who actually got it for me on Christmas. He knows how much I wanted to step my content game up, and so I think that this was super thoughtful. So thank you, hubby, for my gift. I appreciate it a lot. Alright, so without further ado, let us jump right into the unboxing.
Alright, so I finally got my hands on the Xtra Muse vlogging camera, and right away we can see that the package is pretty clean and simple. Nothing too fancy, but it does feel put together. And now as soon as we open, we have of course our carrying bag, which is covered in plastic, so let's just remove that. And once we open it, you'll realize that we have 4 items. Of course, we have our camera. We also have this handle extender, which comes in handy for external mics, or if you just want to mount your camera on a tripod, the one with the screw. We have of course our wrist strap and a USB-C to USB-C cable. Now, as it relates to the camera, I must say it is really lightweight, so it's very good for extended hours of vlogging or recording. Now, of course, when you get it, you will have to select the language, English of course, and as you can see, I slid it to the horizontal mode. You could film horizontally or vertically. Really beautiful camera. It also includes a quick start guide, and what's not included though is the extra accessories like memory card, external mics, and a stand if you so choose.
Now here's what makes this camera interesting. It has a 1-inch sensor, which means it gives better quality and low light performance. Now I have used this camera to vlog at night, and I must admit that the low light performance is definitely top tier, alright? Or maybe not top tier, but it's really good. It also films 4K videos up to 60 frames per second, and if you are curious, I am actually using that camera to film right now. It's currently on 4K at 30 frames per second.
One important thing to note is that the 4K only applies to horizontal mode. As for vertical, 3K is its highest resolution.
It also has 3-axis stabilization, which means it gives smooth cinematic footage. It has smart tracking that keeps you in frame automatically. It has a microphone built in for decent audio. Of course, you can hear right now I am not wearing any external mics or anything, so what you're hearing is pretty much what you get. It also has a feature for time-lapse, slow motion, and creative modes. The Xtra Muse usually ranges between $419 to $499 in price, of course depending on where you purchase it. Now to me, that is a big deal because it is cheaper than many of its competitors while still offering very similar performance. Now let us jump into the pros and cons of this camera. Now I think this feature is my favorite of all. It allows for vertical and horizontal shooting. So if you want to create reels, TikToks, or shorts, you can always go ahead and use the vertical shooting option. And of course, if you want to do sit-down videos like this one or vlogs, you could opt for the horizontal. This camera is compact and pocketable. Now if you're super shy and you don't like to be seen when you're in public vlogging as much, because you will be seen either way, I feel like it's more discreet, so it makes you feel more comfortable while you're vlogging out and about. So I personally would say that this is an all-in-one content creation tool. It is easy to use for beginners but powerful enough for the pros. You basically just turn it on, hit record, and you shoot your video. The touchscreen is bright and responsive. Now, of course, the camera is not perfect, so I am going to be giving you guys some cons as well. The audio options can be limited, as I mentioned before.
This means that there is no headphone monitoring, and there's also little to no control over audio settings. So when it comes on to noise reduction, things like those, you'll most likely have to use an external mic as seen here.
It doesn't allow for interchangeable lens, so basically what you see is what you get.
It's also not waterproof without a waterproof case.
Now, as it relates to the battery life, it is good in my opinion. Not amazing, but it's definitely good enough to get the job done. So that is pretty much it for the cons. So whether you're filming yourself, your day, or content for social media, it just works well without needing all that extra gear. This is actually the first camera I've had. I've always been using my phone to record. I told myself that I would not be purchasing a camera until I got paid my first check from YouTube. That still has not happened yet. So if you want to help me out with that, please subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up button so we can get to that goal. Now, if you're still here and you're still watching, I'm guessing you're probably in the market for a camera. So with that being said, I hope that this video was insightful in some way and informative, and it will help you in making that decision. All right, with that being said, I will see you guys in my next